Racing might be a few weeks away, but the winter slowdown doesn't really exist in Speedway. Right now, drivers up and down the country are in the sheds grafting away, getting ready for the season ahead. Today, we're catching up with one of the blokes from the Crushers team that went up to Rotorua and won the New Zealand Stockcar Teams title. In fact, he sealed the deal, capturing the flag and the final. Let's head inside and catch up with the guy who rips around dirt ovals in the 151C.
Hey guys, my name's Wade Sweeting. I'm the driver of the 151C stock car and Canterbury Crushers team member. I found a new trick for pushing pistons in from your brake caliper. So if you got like a new disc there and you want to push this piston in, instead of using like a clamp, the other way. The TikTok mechanic. And it's meant to push your pads out. Probably not enough for a new disc though. You know, I'll go a bit more. Feeling the pressure of the camera. Yeah, the TikTok method actually worked on the other side. I don't know what's going on here. If Alex was here, he'd be roasting me right now. He'd be like, "What are you doing? Are you actually a qualified engineer?"
For the sake of the video, can you tell us who Alex is?
Alex Bright. He's probably the worst Nelson Tigers team member. Me and Alex, we contract together, and this is his workshop, and he lets me fleece a bay for my my hobby, which is good. Good guy. Oh yeah, and just like that, and that's kind of how you change a brake pad, kind of. Hopefully at practice 1 in September, we'll have brakes and we won't go fully off the end. I actually have had a brake failure once. It's actually pretty weird because your foot just goes right to the floor and you can't stop the car at all. The wall comes up pretty fast. Like patong, you rattle your brain a bit.
So for those that don't know, how long you've been racing for and what got you into the sport?
Oh, I've been racing since I was 12, so I did youth mini stocks 12 to 16, and then stock cars from 16 to I think I'm 24 now. So I'm not very good at maths, so whatever, how many years that is, I think it's 12 years? Yeah, 12. And what got me into speedways, definitely my dad, Mark. He got into speedway by crewing on some friends' stock cars, and then he kind of got into it through that, and he decided to be the manager of the Eastern States Titans, and he obviously took me along, and we kind of started through that. Yeah, Eastern States to start out with in mini stocks, and then my very first year in stock cars I was 70 because the 151 was taken. Thanks James Dyan. But yeah, we managed to get it back for my second year of stock cars, and we've had it ever since.
So did your dad come down and watch every race?
Yeah, he came down for every race last year. Come down and stayed at our house, and yeah, he loves it. I don't think I'd do it if he wasn't interested. I'd be a wee bit. Yeah, it's a wee bit expensive, but nah, he loves it. So.
Do you ever get any help on the car, or is this all just you?
Alex will help out if it's like a major. So if we needed to chop the front end off and replace it in a day, he'd come and help. But yeah, it's basically just me. I don't mind, I just potter along and that. And yeah, Dad's obviously in Blenheim, so it's just a couple late nights for me. So we cut it from here. That top chassis rail from there to there, and the bottom one from there to here again. So it wasn't a major really. Yeah, we did a couple of hits at teams and it tweaked the rail a wee bit, so I wasn't too happy going out again, so we cut that out, straightened it, put biz plate top and bottom on the bottom rail, and then obviously new crush rails, new side rails, trying a bit more left side weight, which is a wee bit heavier but in the right place. Thanks to Robbie for letting me use your creeper cutter. The welds look they look alright. They could be a bit better. Oh, it was built for Brad Powell in 2008, I think, and then obviously sold to Harley Rob. I think I bought it in 2019 or 18. Yeah, I just moved out of mini stocks and wanted to go to stock cars.
How's the off-season been for you? A bit of work needed on the car. You've talked it through a bit of it already.
Yeah, super busy. Couple of chassis rails again. Yep, seems to be a recurring thing every off-season. Did side rails, wheel gates, did a spare side rail and wheel gate for both sides. So we have spares come teams time. New crush rails obviously, and then yeah, that was it. A couple of cross bracing and that kind of thing in the front, but nothing too crazy, not like last year.
What happened last year?
We cut it off at the firewall because we had a big whoopsie at teams again. We had a car full flight at the end of the straight, and that bent a few bits, so it's not great, but we fixed that, so yeah, no worries.
Can you remember who you had?
Corey Baker. Yeah, he had Troy Cleveland up the wall, and I thought, I've got to do something here, and I just smoked him. Sorry, Corey. I actually broke my spleen down here, I think, somewhere, and it wasn't great. That was on the first night, and then we had to obviously do the second night, and I was pretty tender. Yeah, it wasn't too good. A lot of people know I got a whole cage done. When we got head upside down, we rolled over, and a car come in the back, just behind the back of my head, and hit me in the back of the cage, which wasn't ideal. I was knocked out for 2 minutes, broke 8 ribs, broke 2 vertebrae, bruised eye socket, and had a 2-inch gap in my right scapula. So that wasn't ideal. The seat was actually bent 45 degrees forward, so I was like this over the steering wheel. I don't even know how I got out because there was about that much gap between the seat and the steering wheel, and also I'm a bit of a bigger boy. So I don't know how I got out, and I actually pulled myself out with my broken shoulder. So yeah, all I remember is just being in the ambulance with Dad, and I was like, I was just away with the fairies. Pretty much cut all the cage off from here to here, and had to start again. New seat, back of the helmet was smashed in, new belts because I cut my belts off, new fuel tank, new water tank, fuel pump, I think I got a new hybrid as well. Just all the safety gear kind of did its job, which was good, and it wasn't cheap. I think it cost me like 20 grand in the end of it. Just one hit.
Taking the checkered flag to secure the New Zealand Stockcar Teams title must have been a pretty special night. Talk me through that final, because of course you also laid a big hit in that race.
So we're obviously up against the Gisborne Gladiators. They're obviously a pretty good team, and they all race super stocks together, or most of them. So we knew it was going to be hard, but definitely taking that win was definitely a highlight of my racing career. And to do it with some of the boys like Harley and Jay that have put years, I think they've put 10, 12 years into the Canterbury Crushers. It was pretty cool to do it for them and bring the title back home which had never been across the Cook Strait. So it's cool to be in the South Island and showcase teams racing down here, because it's obviously always been in the North Island and North Island dominated, so it's good to get one up on them. It's a wee bit dirty. Yeah, I forgot to steam clean it. I just started ripping it to pieces. So yeah, Dad will probably roast me about that. So if you're watching, Mark, I'm sorry.
Looking ahead, how's the upcoming season looking? New Zealand's in Wanganui for stock cars, yeah?
Yeah, busy season. We've got New Zealand's in Wanganui, the GP in Invercargill, South Island's in Greymouth, teams obviously in Christchurch, and I think we've got a couple of meetings in Palmy that we're still sorting out that we're going to do. So yeah, we've got another busy season. Obviously teams will come first and then individual after. We've got a big job to bring the silverware home for the team's title. It'd be really cool to bring that home again, back to back would be awesome, especially for the club. But yeah, one race at a time. Yeah, I forgot to put a pin in the bottom kingpin, and it fell out in race one as I was coming back into the pits. Yeah, made it back into the pits, but the whole front end collapsed as I was kind of driving to the trailer, or was nearly at the trailer. Like, we were lucky to get the whole race in. I came in and Dad gave me a spray, said, "What are you doing, you idiot?" Which is fair enough.
Right, so a bit of a lightning round for you.
Yep.
Quicker questions. What's your favourite track to race at and why?
Nelson Speedway, because of the short straights and tight corners, and it's a horsepower equaliser, so you don't need a lot of horsepower to go fast there. You just got to be smooth and drive hard. And yeah, it's definitely my favourite track. Close second would be Rotorua.
Why's that?
Same again, tight corners, short track. Horsepower equaliser.
What's a racing class you'd love a hoon in?
Definitely modifieds or midgets or that kind of thing. I think we might have a drive lined up in a modified this season. Mike, if you're watching, can't wait.
Who's got the best chat in the pits?
Definitely Jay Holtham, Jay Huggies. He's good for a shan, definitely, on Speedway night or any night really.
Any race night rituals or superstitions?
No Suvalaki in turn 4, because last time I had that I got hurt, and so Dad banned me from having Suvalaki in Christchurch.
Can you remember what you had?
Pretty sure it was like, I think it's one of those wrap things, and it's got chicken and salad and stuff, and it's really good.
This is the night you got knocked out, isn't it?
Yep.
So probably can't remember. I don't know why I'm asking you that. And best advice you've got for young guys and girls looking to get into Speedway?
Save your money. It's expensive sport. Try to get mum and dad to pay for some if you can. But yeah, find a class that you're really interested in, and that has a lot of spares when you buy whatever car you're going to buy or whatever class, because you wreck a bit of gear depending how you drive. So now we're just checking axles, clean them up, put them back in and give them hell for another couple of nights. Yeah, they're all good. They'll go again.
So finish up with some yeah-nahs for you. Have you ever looked at how much money you spend on the car and wish you'd chosen another hobby?
Yeah, that's a yeah. Yeah, I've done that a few times and I'm like, what are you doing?
Would you say hot dog on a stick is more iconic to Speedway than the local fish and chip shop?
Ooh, depends who you ask. If you're asking a Speedway fanatic, yes, but if you don't know anyone that, if the person doesn't know anything about Speedway, probably a nah. So yeah, probably on the fence, that one.
I guess it's a food that's at pretty much every speedway track is a hot dog on a stick.
A hot dog and speedway sauce.
Oh, speedway sauce, yeah. What is it about speedway sauce? What is it?
Oh, I don't actually like it. I bought a 5 litre of it, and I didn't really like it. I'm more of a Waddies man myself, so quite particular about tomato sauce.
Maybe it needs like a little bit of dirt sprinkled in the sauce.
Yeah, good and a bit of dirt. Yeah, Pam's tomato sauce, stay away from it. No good.
Would you say teams awards are celebrated more than individuals?
I would say yes, because you've got 5 or 6 other guys in your team, and they're all super pumped up and that kind of thing, and you've got 6 other people, you know, they're obviously sharing the one achievement. So it's a little bit more special than your individual. Yeah, I'd say yeah.
Yeah, that's a yeah. Using the car in front of you as brakes is just part of stock car racing?
I'd say yeah, but some people get a wee bit upset by it, but it is contact.
It's contact class,
yeah, I'd say yeah. Yep. If you're in the way, get out of the way.
Would you say, yeah, nah, Lightning McQueen made the right call to throw away the Piston Cup just to push the King over the finish line?
I'm on the fence about this a wee bit. The yeah, like it's a good bloke move, but the competitive side of me is going to say nah. Oh, I'll go yeah. I'll go yeah, so I don't look stink on camera.
Wholesome in a movie, but if that was you behind the wheel?
Yeah, like competitive me would take over, I think.
You catch the flag?
I think so. Depends what race it's about.
As Wade finishes off changing the rear hub on the car, we'll call an end to this video. Thank you all for watching. If you liked it, a cheeky thumbs up is appreciated, and if you haven't yet, please do subscribe for more Speedway content. Big ups again to Wade for having me along. This is Cam signing off, and I'll catch you all in the next video, wherever it may be.